Howdy, gamers, and welcome to Checkpoint Reached, a weekly show where we discuss a topic in gaming, occasional news stories, movie and TV quotes, and random life rants just for you. Thank you all so much again for joining us this week. I am your host, Lex, along with my wonderful co host, Ernie.
Hello, hello, my friend. How are you today?
Hello, Ernie. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing really well. It does me good to see you today. I'm excited for the episode. I'm excited to just got a little quick chat here, dude. I've been feeling more energetic recently,
Good.
and I am not entirely sure what it is, dude. I think I'm just in better moods, as they say. Something is going on inside me, and it's waiting to get out. Just kidding.
That's good. Hey, dude, nothing wrong with a better mood. You know what I mean? I love to hear it. Love to hear it. Bring that energy here.
No, yeah.
So we can party. You might have heard a song at the top of the episode. That's the little intro we had there. I don't know if we're keeping it, but let us know if you like it. I don't know if you
Yeah.
wanted me to mention it or not. I had to mention
No,
it
yeah,
because
no, I'm glad you
something
did
different.
because it is something new. But you know what's funny is if you go back in the video, I try to cue you in, right? And so if you see the video, it's me going.
Oh,
You'll
so
see
they
a
can
little
see us
glimpse.
while it's going. The music.
No. That only when I cued you into it because I
Okay.
don't know the way OBS works is like two scenes. One is
Yeah.
that intro, and then one is us. But it was just funny because I was
Yeah.
like still doing that.
So I felt like
But
you were
yeah,
a maestro because this guy he had it up for like 30 seconds. His fingers waiting and like, and I
yeah,
was watching you intensely because you said start when
yeah,
you do it, and you would
yeah,
twitch, and I'm like, oh, and he's like, oh, no, no, not
yeah.
yet, not yet. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
no,
Oh,
and then he finally
I
went for
know.
it.
I
Yeah,
had to. It's because
diddly-dee.
I was like at the. It's hard, and I know the conducting is difficult, but for whatever reason, like I don't know how to really work this that well, and I wish you could hear it so it can go a lot easier.
Oh
We'll
yeah, I
figure that
cannot
out
hear it.
later on down the line. Yeah. So you don't even know what the song is. You've heard the song before. It's gonna be
Mm.
just fun because I'm like, you know what? I want to see how this goes if we play something in the beginning of the episode. It's not too long.
Yeah, well,
It'll
now I know
fade.
what the song is because since the episode's out, I listened to it.
Ooh, look
Okay,
at him, dude.
I thought, hey, dude, this is what we do here. Glad you're doing well. Thank you for providing the song, and thank you all again for joining us for another episode of Checkpoint Reached. I want to start this episode off here with some breaking news here. Something that came across the desk this morning here. Um,
Hold on, I wish I had a. Hold on, I think I have. I came across the desk.
oh, there
You
you
don't
go,
like
perfect.
papers?
That's good. That's good. Papers, please. Papers, please. Dude, Neil Druckmann, director of Last of Us, and writer Haley Gross are stepping away for season 3 of the TV show to give more time to the video game. So there's good and bad news here. The good news is they're focusing on Naughty Dog game, Intergalactic, and whatever future endeavors they have. The bad news is that the best episodes of season 2 was the one Neil Druckmann directed and wrote because as many people might know, the second season was it's a little iffy. There was a couple good episodes in there, some interesting choices. A lot of the stuff with Craig Mazin is the one who brought this game in to adapt it. He created Chernobyl, or I'm sorry, adapted Chernobyl, which was a wonderful series on HBO when it came out. So, the first season was great, but now Neil Druckmann's stepping away, and I think he was kind of stepped away a lot from the second season as well. And you can tell they could decline the quality. So now people are worried. People are like, "Oh my gosh, like that sucks," because again, he did the best episode, and who knows how it's going to go. I still have hopes for it. I hope it's well done. I hope Craig Mazin takes criticism from the online because I know a lot of people have been giving it. Uh, dude, I don't know how you feel about this news.
No, I mean, when you had sent that to me on Twitter or X or whatever, when I read that, I'm like, man, we're probably gonna get a different version of The Last of Us that we're not used to. But also, like, it's it's already been a retelling of the game,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
You can't keep it one on one, for the show because it would be a lot different. I think my wife, if she saw me playing the game, it would hit a lot different than her the way she watched the show. Because I think the first season was great, second season not so much. And it
Hmm.
was funny because I think the second season was the one I was more excited about just because of a particular moment in the series. And it was really good. I think that moment was good, but then the rest of it kind of like just died down, and you're like, well, it's something to watch every week, but it's like I'm not really getting that quality that I got from the first season. I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. Like you said, hopefully he takes that criticism well. It's hard because some of the criticism is like really mean, and it's probably not productive in any way. It's kind of counterproductive to anything. So he could be one of those guys where it's like, I'm listening, but because you said it in this mean way, I'm not going to do it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I
So
think it was just the direction they went with Ellie, and I don't think it's Bella Ramsey fault. I like Bella Ramsey as Ellie. I think she did great the first season. I think the direction she got and how she was written in the season 2 was way different, right? They changed a lot. They made her a
Yeah,
little bit not as vengeful, But anyway, I
that's
mean, we'll
that's
see.
the
Hopefully,
that's
like,
that's the issue, right? Is like that she can't convey the anger that like the Ellie from the game sort of had, right?
well, what's really frustrating too is I remember he commented at the end, I think, of the season. He's like, when he meets up with Owen, the character from Abby's crew, he's like, "Yeah, there's just no way she can take down him. He's 6 foot tall, and she's this, and however tall she is." And we're like, "But in the episode 1, you showed Ellie fighting this big old dude. Remember, like she was training." And so
True.
what happened to that? They just kind of got rid of it. And there was another thing where they're like, "So Ellie rifle just never came into play. She got the rifle, she never used it." Like it was just funny. Like a lot of
Yeah.
weird choices were made. Uh,
Mhm.
I think it was just too rushed, honestly. But yeah, I mean, people are kind of worried. I think someone even speculated, like, I wonder if it's creative differences. I wonder if Craig wants to go a different way, and Neil kind of wanted this a certain way as well, which I can see that. Two big,
Possibly, but I
yeah,
highly doubt it. I feel like it's more having to do with Sony because it's like, yeah, we have this hit show, and Craig Mason's already a good writer, whatever. But it's like he has to work on his game. Like he is primarily a gaming developer. He is not a showrunner. You know what I mean? Like that.
yeah.
That is
I mean,
completely different.
but I mean, he basically made a movie out of the games, right?
No, but that's what I'm saying. But it's like
Mhm.
primarily his job is that. It's like if you were my waiter, you're bringing me food. You're not supposed to go make my food as well. You know what I mean? Like
I've done it.
it's kind of I know I've done it too, but you know how hard it is,
No,
right?
I
At
know,
the end of the
I
day,
get what you're saying.
it's like you're making food for everyone else, and I'm like, well, where's my waiter? I need my drink. You know what I mean?
You forgot my drink. Yeah,
Exactly.
dude, we'll see
And
what
I'll be like,
happens.
can I have bread? Like that, like those people.
I mean, we're not
Um,
getting season 3 till 2 years. It's just a shame. I really hope the best still. I think they said they wanna do 4 seasons, which, I mean, fine, as long as they're not rushing it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if any I mean, people are gonna watch it, right? I just hope no one loses interest because it's a fantastic story, and, we always say we want it to be told, but anyway, I just
yeah.
wanted to bring that up. Just thought it was interesting, that got released and everyone's like, "Oh," but hey, we get Intergalactic. Hopefully, we get something else too from Naughty Dog. Hopefully, they have something else cooking, which they should be, right? I feel like they have to.
Well, I mean, they're
Maybe
cooking that one game.
what
What's it
is it?
called?
It's The Last of Us, the show, the series, the game,
Of the game, dude. Based on the game,
the
based on the
episodic
movie.
series.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
They probably. I mean, well, they're working on what's the
Intergalactic.
one Intergalactic. I was going to say Interstellar. So I mean, they're working on that. I'm hoping, dude, they work on something completely different than Intergalactic. I mean, Intergalactic looks cool, but there's something about like I think you and I were talking about this before, and I think one of our big like I don't know things moving forward. I mean, we would love an Uncharted, but I think we'd want something in the like pirates, right? I think like they would do something really cool in that era. But
Yeah, I remember we said that. But I mean, I'm excited for Intergalactic regardless. But hey, speaking of games we want to play, why don't we talk about games we've been playing, Ernie? What do you think about that? Dude,
I'm thinking.
I think we know the games we're talking about. Obviously, there's probably some more games on there, but I think there's a big cheese that we wanna discuss. Do you wanna start? Do you want me to start or
I could definitely start. I think his
go
mine
for it?
isn't going to be as long, but go for it. Is that what he
Yeah,
said?
go, do.
Yeah. So, well, I'll start off with this. I haven't had a lot of time to play games, and I told you, I haven't been blessed with time this time. This particular, I don't know, this past month, and now coming into this month, it's just been difficult. I've gone back to school, kind of finishing up my stuff, and then other things just not getting in the way, but life happens, right? And so I haven't been able to play, but Death Stranding 2 did release. And Lex Buns Express here, friend of the channel, of course, best host, the host with the most, they say. He got me Death Stranding 2 for my birthday. And so I downloaded it. I played it for about like maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30. I don't recall.
Mhm.
But the game is fantastic. I love it, dude. I cannot wait to dive back in. I've just been in this weird gaming lull though, where it's like it's difficult, and it's like even though I want to, I have to just kind of wait. And so I'm set up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play that game, and I think I think I was texting you when I had started the game, and you had told me, dude, I got into the beginning of the world in the beginning, right? And then you're like, I just stared and looked around for like a few minutes. And I was like, that was so funny because I was like, that was the exact same thought I had.
Mhm.
Like right when I jumped in, I was like, I just started looking around. And I'm like, oh my
Go
gosh, like,
back.
dude, how is he able to squeeze all this out? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like when we talked about The Last of Us on PS3, right? They squeezed the last of it, basically,
Mhm.
of the PS3's power. And I think they're doing that. Like, yeah, I think he made not the last of the PS5. I think they'll last a little longer, but I mean, like, he pulled a lot of the juice out. You know what I mean? Like, he made a really beautiful looking game, and it's basically, if I were to have to describe it to you guys from my playtime, if you guys have played Breath or Zelda Breath of the Wild and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, this is basically that. It's like the upgraded. You're gonna get a lot of the original stuff from Death Stranding 1, but it's like upgraded and much better and just a way better game. And I think I'm just like, really excited to play. But other than that, dude, I have my wallet has been playing another game, dude. It's called the Summer Steam Sale. Now
Oh.
it's been losing, honestly. My wallet, it's been losing a lot of money just buying a lot of games that I probably, well, maybe I'll get to eventually. Who knows? But I've spent a good amount of money, and just, dude, it's awesome. Steam sales are crazy. I don't think I've ever partook in a Steam sale. Don't get me wrong, I've seen them. I just never, for whatever reason, I didn't have time, or I just didn't make the time to buy any games on Steam. This particular time, I told you, Lex, I was like, dude, I made this amount of money on my tips. I'm gonna use it on my Steam like gaming like catalog to get some more games, dude. And dude, I had like 20 games that I was gonna buy. It was the craziest thing. Uh, but yeah, I won't say what games I got because I don't want to run too long. But Lex, please tell me what you've been playing.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get too many games on the Steam summer sale, but I did. I got a few. I mean, Ernie's on my we're on a family plan there, so I can get what he got. Dude, but that's a lot of games. That's awesome, dude. It's great. I mean, it's just hard because I was looking at it. I'm like, man, I know I have some of these games already for that was free on PlayStation. I already get some free GOG games or Epic games. So it's kind of hard for me to make choices in that way, but there was some cheap stuff that I didn't manage to get. But however, there's two things I've been playing. Obviously, DS2 Death Stranding to my friend. Dude, honestly, I didn't even know that you only played it for 30 minutes. I thought you played it a little longer than that. I probably have played either little under 3 hours or a little over 3 hours, something like that. Maybe even less. I don't know. It's kind of hard to determine because it's just like long stretches. But dude, yes, playing on my OLED TV, playing on my PS Pro, dude, it looks fantastic. It looks gorgeous. I had to just take it in when I first started. Um, it's definitely a lot faster paced than the first one. It goes a little quicker. Definitely, it doesn't feel as stretched out, but, like, it's so nice going into that game because I remember when I first played it, it was hard for me to get into it, right? Like, and for us at least, and we're just like, "Man, I can't get into this game. I can't get into this game." But now that I'm there, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I have to do. I know there's gonna be new stuff introduced that I haven't necessarily gotten to yet, but I'm like, I pretty much know where I'm going. I know how to work my cargo. I know what I gotta do because I remember that being, like, so confusing, right, at the time. It's like, "Okay, what do I get? Like, how do I manage all this stuff?" I mean, it's nice to have that auto cargo button. Um, I'm not a fan of some of the button mappy options, like the crouch button is kind of funky. It's like an R1, and then you press the little touchpad. He goes, "I'm Sam," but dude, it is cool, and I really love the little pause, or it's like his little thumb. It's like ding. Just everything about the game feels great, and I did encounter my first boss, and that was a lot of fun. My sessions have just basically been make a delivery, and trek. Like, if you're not familiar with this game, you're walking a lot, and people are always like, "Walking simulator, walking simulator." Again, I get it. I was there when I first played the first one. It took me a couple times, but now that I'm there, I'm like, man, I'm excited, and definitely could have played more this past weekend, but I just wasn't in that mood like you. I don't know what, like, sometimes you just get in that mood, and I get it. And it's hard for me to play for like more than an hour sometimes because my eyes just get tired and we're just getting old. We're old gamers, dude. That's what it is. But dude, I'm excited for it. I'm loving it. Uh, I kind of have the feeling too, Ernie, and stay with me here, dude, because I know you get
I'm here.
mad at me when I do these things. I kind of want to just sidetrack a little bit and go explore little areas and
Mm.
pick up lost cargo because I didn't do that last time. I left a lot of lost cargo behind because it was too heavy. But I
Yeah.
kind of want to dabble in that a little bit more,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
No, I mean, do as
You're mad.
you must. You're a free man, dude. You can do as you please. But let me tell you
Mhm.
something. I think your best bet to do all that, to like fully enjoy that game, I highly recommend you build your roads. Like
Oh
build
yeah,
your transportation sort of central area. Like I think once you do all that, I think it'll become a lot easier for you to get all these packages. I think during my gameplay, I like sort of neglected a lot of it, but there was a certain point where I started to do it. And also the online aspect kind of like connected everything, the connectivity. Should we
yeah.
have connected? And we did. And so I would use that, and it allowed me to get all these like missing cargoes that like I wasn't able to because of, like you said, the weight and all that stuff.
No, yeah, you have to get like metals and special alloys to like create these roads, and they were very heavy. Like you couldn't just like to do, and I didn't do a lot of that in the first game. I did for some, but like not a lot. So I hope in this game I can do it. I did see like some clips of some cool like transportation things. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, that's where I'm at, dude. I hope I'm trying to play more. Um, it's probably gonna take me a while to beat it. I feel like it's a big game, and I'm not saying I'm gonna do every side thing, but I just had the mood to like sidetrack and because now they have like these aid requests. I don't know if you've seen them. Like there's like little requests for you can aid people. You might not have gotten there
No, I don't
yet.
think I've gone there yet.
Yeah,
No.
so yeah, you have to aid them. There'll be like a request to go pick something up or like an abandoned camp or something like that. And so I haven't done those yet, but I'm like, oh, this is a cool little feature, you know. And along the way, you sometimes run into these things. It's funny too, because like my first run, like when I did like my like not the beginning, but after the intro, I had a bunch of cargo stacked, and I'm like, it's I love this because this is like total video game logic, right? So when you're trying to hide from enemies, they'll see you if your cargo's too high. And in a lot of video games, that would then be the case, right? They wouldn't see you at all. They'd be like, "Ah, where'd it go?" And I just love that. So I was like, and like I got ambushed by like 10 guys, and I had to stop because I'm like, dude, I had to restart because like, oh my gosh, I just got screwed up. My cargo's messed up, but it was pretty funny. But yeah, playing that game. The other thing I was playing just real quick, uh, Fortnite. They introduced a new mode called Battle Royale Blitz. Have you heard of this?
I have not. What is that?
So basically, it's like a reload match, right? If you're not familiar with reload, listeners, basically you go dropped in the smaller map. You if your teammate gets killed, you have a chance to spawn back in as long as your teammate stays alive. Now for Battle Royale Blitz, it is still a smaller map, half maybe about 50 players instead of 100, like the typical match. And you start with power ups from like other like seasons. Like every week is different. Like it'll be like, oh, this season we're doing the gods season. So you start with like you're fast. And everyone gets these power-ups. So it's just chaos, but these games are way faster. Um and if you have a friend, you can reboot them back in like you usually would. Dude, it's a lot of fun. And like I recommend if you want to get a lot of XP as well. Like it's really easy to get XP that way and grind. And they're quick games. Like if you don't want to be committed to a 30-40 minute battle royale game, dude, do a little blitz. Get a little blitz in there. You don't feel as bad dying because you know in battle royale sometimes where it's like you spend the whole game looting and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I'm dead. But this one doesn't feel as bad because you start with some power ups, you get like shields, and dude, it's a lot of fun. I would recommend giving it a go if you get a chance. And I think they just introduced it. I don't know how long they're gonna keep it for. I feel like it's gonna be kept because I think it's pretty popular. So that's where we're at. Any comments?
No. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. I
You
just
you look like you had a comment.
I mean, the only you know what I was gonna ask was because you said that you get more XP quicker. I haven't bought my battle pass, and I'm wondering if it's probably worth like buying the battle pass and then playing a lot of Blitz. But it's like, again, it's kind of hard to like like hunker down and play Fortnite at the moment. I mean, I really want that David Corn silhouette
Yeah.
Superman,
Mhm.
so we'll see.
Just
But
buy
like,
levels.
I could, but I don't want to. I don't want
I
to
know,
spend that
I
money
know.
on that. Like, I mean, I spent all that money on Steam already, and I like. It's funny because like all the games that I bought are like, man, like they're looking at me, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, of course.
yeah. So we'll
I mean, the
see.
only
But
reason probably the only reason I'm have this battle pass and I'm grinding because I accidentally left that subscription on for the Epic Games thing for the Fortnite crew, and I was like, I forgot to
yeah,
cancel it, and they don't let you refund it. That's like their thing. It's dumb, but whatever. I got a bunch of free stuff, so let's move on, shall we? Let's jump into the topic this week. We're talking movie license games. Now we have a list of top 5 movie license games according to us, right? This or was this a list you compiled, Ernie?
this is according to us. Yeah.
Okay, according to us, a little list here. There's some that we like better than others. There's no really particular order, but we'll go in first through five, and then we'll have a couple other things for you, up a couple treats. And now, if anyone's not familiar with the movie license game, this is basically we used to get a lot of these. I mean, I think we've talked about this when we talked about Star Wars. But when a movie comes out, a game comes with it, or even sometimes the game will come out before the movie and have spoilers. And a lot of these games had the actual clips from movies instead of like cutscenes, which was pretty funny. Not all of them, but that was a pretty popular choice at the time. So the first game I want to talk about for a movie that wasn't so great, but the game was fantastic. X-Men Origins Wolverine, 2009 by Raven Software. This was PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. This movie, I mean, I'm sorry, this game, like, I think redeemed the movie in a way, right? Because I remember seeing the movie, like, oh my gosh, this is awful, and I think a lot of people thought that as well. But dude, this game was a lot of fun. Brutal, gory combat. Showed his feral side, limb severing, real time healing. I'm sorry. You can go like in a berserker mode, dude. It was so much fun. It was pretty, and yeah, like we said, gory, right? You were chopping off limbs. Um, and I don't know, like this game is a pretty good like temple for a good like how Wolverine should be. Obviously, I haven't played like a lot of the Marvel Alliance games. I mean, I did for a little bit, but what are your thoughts on this game?
No, I mean I share the same sentiment. I think it was one of the better games that we got for a superhero. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Spider-Man 2. I mean, there's a bunch of games that were pretty great. This one particularly stood out because you actually felt like the character when you were playing the game, right? I know it's based on a movie, based on the character, based on a comic. It's a whole thing, but it's like this is one of the first games that I played where you actually played as Wolverine, other than like you play like Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine's there, like you said, Marvel Alliance, but it's never felt like you're actually Wolverine. And I think, like you said, the Berserker mode, the real time healing, when you're severing the limbs and you're using your claws, like it all just felt really just like you were immersed in in that world,
It
like
felt
you were
great.
the
Yeah.
Wolverine, right? And I think that's the reason that like this is one of the games that I wanted to put up here. It just I know you said that the movie wasn't that great. I enjoyed it. I actually liked the movie. Freaking that's the one where, if I'm not mistaken, I think his brother is Sabretooth,
Yeah,
right?
Leaf
Yeah, and then
Schreiber.
he goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
we're brothers, Jimmy. We're brothers, Jimmy." He kept saying that.
Then we
But
got Dum Dum Dugan.
Dum Dum Dukes.
Who else do we
What
get
was
in
Dum
there?
Dum Dukes? What
We
was
get
he in?
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. What's up?
What was for Dum Dum Dugans? What was he in Wolverine? I don't
He
even
was part of
remember.
their little crew, right? Wasn't he? Wasn't that him?
No, I don't think
I'll
that
look
was
it up.
him. That's from Captain America for sure. What you're talking about, but I don't remember if that actor was in that movie. But
Oh, you know
yeah,
what? You
yeah,
might be right. I might be getting mixed up.
he has like a little ensemble. I think
Yeah,
if
you're
I'm
right. Captain America. I don't know
if I'm
why.
not mistaken, I think Will I Am is in this movie too. Do you remember that? And then you meet Gambit for the first time as well.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even have the accent right in the movie, does he?
Gambit, no, he's just a
He just goes,
regular like
"My
dude.
name's Remy LeBeau."
Yeah, which is he doesn't have the Ramalabo, which is funny. Now that we have like Channing Tatum doing it, but
I
yeah, no, it
know.
was, dude, I enjoyed that movie a lot. I really liked it. I think
You
it
know,
was
no,
one of the
I lie. I enjoyed it when I watched it, but I remember not being like, "Oh, this is the
it.
greatest." You know what I mean?
It's not the best for sure. I think the second one wasn't even that great either.
Oh, the
Sorry,
one when he
but
goes to
like I
Tokyo, I like
when
that
it
one
goes to
more.
I like that one, dude. That's funny. That's the one people dislike the most out of all of them. Because then after
Interesting.
that, like, so we get three, right? We get the origin, the movie. Sorry, the little movie rant here, but we get X-Men Origins, right? And then we get the one where he goes to Japan, whatever that one's called. I think it's called Wolverine.
I think it's just coloring. Yeah.
I think it's called Wolverine, and then we get Logan.
Hmm.
And dude, Logan is an amazing movie.
Yeah,
So good,
it's like totally different.
so good. It's so crazy, right? Because like it's like I don't know. It was just it just the way the tone and everything that they shifted into that character was so dope. But yeah, dude, yeah, great game. Dude. Anything
Dude, this
else you
game,
like that?
I think you end up fighting. You fight Deadpool at the end, right? He's all like all tormented. It's so dumb. It's such a
Yeah, yeah.
horrible like.
I was gonna pull up the little clip of it. I kind of want to see it.
Oh,
What would you
please,
say?
yes, I'm
It's
curious too.
what's it called?
I'm looking at the
X Men.
pictures. X-Men
Yeah, I'll show
Origins,
you.
Wolverine,
What's the fight? Versus because you
Deadpool.
fight different characters, I think,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, so it's like not the same. The game. What the heck? It put out the. I forgot the movie was.
The
Oh, here
striker,
it
didn't
is.
he?
Oh, dude, someone's got it. Oh, that's awesome. Are you ready? I'm gonna put it up on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
screen.
please.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, you just skip it a lot. I mean, there he is. Listeners, what you're seeing is that you're the unveiling the cage, showing Deadpool. He's in Deadpool mode.
He's
No
all
quips
take
though,
care of me.
because this movie for some reason muted him. The merc with the mouth
Look at.
has no mouth. And you guys, M1. What is M1? To tap M1.
Well, because I think this guy's playing on a different controller
Oh
for
yeah,
this
right. I
guy.
mean, yeah, I was just
4K
trying to figure it
Brat
out, but
gaming,
yeah, I
but
think it was on DS as
look
well.
at how cool it looks. Oh, you're in the way on this screen, but
That's freaking awesome, dude.
yeah, it's
I
so
love
cool.
that so much.
Yeah, it's so
Uh,
neat.
Great game. I mean, I wish these games were still available. I don't think they are, right? Because it's just licensing issues,
Yeah, licensing issues
which sucks
for
because there's some
sure.
great games on here. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one, shall we? Now,
Yes.
this game is tough because I also liked another one in the series, but The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. This came out in 2003
Oh,
by EA Redwood Shores, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, PC. It was a co-op hack and slash with the actors and with the real cutscenes. Tight level design, fun XP system, cinematic presentation. You can choose between Gandalf, Aragon, Legolas, Frodo, and more. Now, is there any quotes in here? This was like Diablo meets Peter Jackson, and you can play it split screen. Dude, this game, and I love Two Towers as well. I think I just remember playing Two Towers where the Battle of Helm's Deep, but I mean, won't get into that too much. But and I remember seeing the graphics, like, oh, this is awesome. But dude, these games were probably some of my favorite ones. I remember playing them. I don't remember Fellowship of the Ring too much. Um, this might have been ones that were like, if you didn't see the movie and you played this game, they're going to spoil it because it shows you a lot of it. Uh, Fantastic game. Ernie's pulling up, dude. It's crazy how it looks. But oh my gosh, dude, it just brings up so much like good memories of just playing these games with friends as well. Ernie,
yeah.
what was your
Dude, I mean, yeah, like you, dude. I played this game so much, and
mhm.
I remember playing it with my brothers and being like, "This is probably hands down one of the best games we were playing," and like we couldn't stop playing it. Like it just everything about it. And I at this point now, my friend, I would not be able to tell you, but there was things that they would say, like little, like you said, quips or like lines of dialogue that the characters, because it was actually
The
Orlando
actors.
Bloom and the actors,
Mhm.
right? And Orlando Bloom would say this one, and I'm gonna butcher it now, but he's like, "The dead live here, and the dead keep it." And we would say all these quotes, bro, because we would play the crap out of it, like that. I mean, there was another one. There was a Two Towers one as well we would play, but the Return of the King, I think, was the one that I think we got into the most out of, for the most part.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's
dude,
now
great game. Good.
remind me if I'm wrong. Do you fight Golem at the end with Frodo? Do you, like you have to fight him, right? Like on the volcano?
I think I don't remember, to be honest with you. I know I think he might be on top of you and you're like clicking something, maybe, but I don't recall. Because for the most part, you're playing with these three characters, right?
Four, right? There's Gandalf, Aragon. Like, I think you
Yeah,
play as
yeah.
Frodo as well. I think, or Gimli. No,
I
Gimli,
don't.
right?
Yeah,
Not
Gimli.
Frodo.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
only these four, but I don't recall
yeah,
because
dude.
you're seeing it through their eyes of like what they've done and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at
Like
the cool little look at that dude.
no, but I know
So
there's a part. I think there is a part with Gollum where you see it,
the
but I could be
Gandalf
wrong.
was nasty. My favorite was always Legolas though. Did you see that?
I
The
love
little.
Legolas. I mean, Legolas.
Did you see
I
this?
was,
Watch it.
dude. Honestly, I was obsessed with
Check.
Legolas when the
If
movie
you
came
guys
out.
can't see this, look. He gets a spear. Watch, check this out. He grabs a spear. Watch.
Oh yeah,
Wham!
I remember you were
You
able to
remember
do
that?
that stuff.
Yeah, dude. It
You
was
know,
such a. Dude, this game was like they
ahead of its
they
time.
put a lot of heart and effort into this game. Like I am honestly surprised that we didn't get more of this. I mean, we got Shadow of Mordor and all
Oh,
that.
we got the Golem game.
Ah, this guy.
Dude, I remember, back when midnight releases were a big thing. I remember, I think I took my dad to see this movie at like midnight, and dude, it was like a 3 hour movie, and I remember we didn't get out. It was so late, but he was into these movies with us too, and he took us to these. It was awesome. Fantastic games, dude. I really, this is, if I was to bring back, it's kind of hard actually, because there's also Star Wars, but if I was to bring back a game, Lord of the Rings, man, ooh, that's in there. That is in there. Dude, let's move on to the next game, shall we? Spider-Man 2. No, not Marvel Spider-Man, the ones that came out just recently. We're talking Spider-Man 2, 2004 by Treyarch, my friend. PS2, Xbox, GameCube, open world New York, physics-based web stringing, Tobey Maguire with the voiceover, some sweet side missions, pizza delivery. Dude, this was so much fun. It's because in the first game, if you recall, you weren't able to move freely around New York. You were just webbing in one direction. I don't know if you remember this.
I
Oh my gosh,
do.
it
Yeah.
looks so
Did it look so
crazy.
pixelated? But I want to say something because
Please.
you said that it was voiced by Tobey Maguire. You also get Bruce Campbell, and he does like the voiceover in the background where
That's right, he does.
he's teaching you, right? He's like if you want to swing, you gotta do this or whatever.
Yeah, and I remember doing the pizza level, and it's all you
Yeah, I don't recall it. That's awesome.
remember that?
Yeah, I don't. That's dude. We used to play the crap out of this game, and I
No,
don't
dude, it was
recall that.
crazy because it's such
It
crazy how to
was
see how far
yeah.
it's come, right? Because like I mean, obviously there's a lot more different iterations of the Spider-Man games, but Spider-Man 2 was like the first of like really just show you, and like it's crazy what we have now, right? Is like
Yeah.
how, but this looks great already. I mean, this is oh my goodness,
It's funny because you kind of lose your train of thought just watching with like
no, it's just
because
so fun. Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories, and obviously, like the
yeah
streets aren't populated. It's not that crazy down there, but like in the games, there's just like way more going on.
yeah.
What a game! What a great
Well,
game! But
yeah,
yeah,
for its
I
time, right? I think it was like it was a big step forward in terms of what we were getting with open world games, right? This
yeah,
PS2, and you're just seeing the power of the next gen console, sort of, right, with these kinds of games.
I mean, yeah, this is PS2. Yeah, we're like, whoa, well, this is the future here, dude. You know what's funny? I don't really remember Spider-Man 3 as much. It wasn't as memorable. I think
Hmm.
just like the
That
movie. I mean, the movie was memorable, but like the
yeah, but
game itself, I don't recall. I
I
mean, I
do. I
remember
mean,
it.
the third one was cool. I mean, the third one you could play as Harry Osborn and as a Green Goblin,
Oh,
so it was
that's
like
right,
a
towards
little
the end, right?
secret like character. Yeah, you could play as him. But yeah, for the most part, it's like it's still Tobey Maguire. But it wasn't even Tobey Maguire on the third one, or was it? It was his
I think
voice
it
acting.
was. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
it
it
still
was.
was. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you guys get a chance, look up the pizza mission in Spider-Man 2. It's just so fun.
I know. I wish I could put the audio for that, but
I
I
know. I
don't know
can
how
do
to
it
work
for
that because of the movies.
you. But also there was a mix of characters. It doesn't just follow the movie, right? I think in this one you also see
No, it
Mysterio.
changes. It
Um,
yeah, it changes up. You fight Mysterio, which
whoa,
is
what is going
I
on
think the
there?
level you're seeing on there now.
Maybe. No, Mysterio, you like meet him and you hit him and he dies in one punch and it ends up not being him.
Oh, here it is. Here's Mysterio. Yeah, you're right. This is the one where it adds Mysterio. You're right. I forgot about that.
And now he's going. Yeah,
And he's
you
telling you,
see Mysterio.
go get
But
a
yeah, dude,
pizza.
awesome game. Uh, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Uh, now this game was a very huge surprise to me. Mad Max. This game came out in. Sorry, I did not write the year. This game came out in.
No
Great. This is
worries, dude.
great.
It came out. It came out a while ago. I
This is
want to
great
say it
reporting
came
here.
out
Oh,
maybe about like
2015.
10 years
This
ago. No,
Yeah, 10 years ago,
10
my
years
friend.
ago. Yeah, 10
Dude,
years ago, man.
criminally underrated open world game. It was amazing. You can create your car for the wasteland. Uh, dude, Batman Arkham type,
Dinkity!
Batman Arkham type fighting. There's a character based on Ernie. His name was oh, I forget his name, but he goes,
Oh man,
"Dinkity!"
yeah, dinkity!
He goes,
I
"I'll
forgot.
save your caution." It's funny because like I really got into this game. I remember my brother got it for me for my birthday, and I was like, "Heck yeah, this is awesome!" And I was so surprised with that. I thought it was cool.
Wow, that's
I
awesome.
I
Little
remember
brother.
grinding so much time into it, but I never
Yeah,
finished it. It was a PS4, I think, era game.
yeah, it was a PS4 game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Xbox.
then recently I started again. I was telling Ernie, I was like, I need to play this game again. I just really wanted to play it because I think Furiosa when it came out, I was like, I want to play it again. But I haven't gone back. I got a little into it and it was really fun still, but I haven't gotten back to it yet. Um, Sadly, still holds up. It's funny because the graphics don't look that great in this commercial, but in the game, and they actually look pretty darn well.
Yeah, dude. I remember. Well, this is the trailer for the PS4. Like came out about 10 years ago. But the cool thing is the game, like you said, it does look a lot prettier when you're actually playing the game. I don't know if you remember this. If not, maybe I'll like kind of like jog your memory here. But do you recall that when this game had come out, they had chosen an English voice actor to voice Mad Max. And those who don't know, Mad Max is Australian,
Hmm.
I believe, in continuity for his story. And so they ended up switching the character sort of towards the end of its life cycle when they ended eventually it was about to come out. And so they changed the voice actor, and so he's Australian when he's talking. I don't know if you remember that, dude. It was a little random
I
little.
remember you telling me about this, which is pretty crazy. But there was something so like satisfying about driving through the wasteland and just like hitting cars with your
Yeah,
car and making it better. It's
dude.
it's it's a lot of fun. If you have not played this game, give it a go. The fighting's fun. It's just like Batman Arkham kind of style. It's fantastic.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, last thing I'll say is I played this game. I didn't finish it just like you. I went back at some point, but I would love for them to remake this game, do this again, bring that Nemesis system that they have that failed Wonder Woman because it obviously canceled game, but like it's like that. That would be so cool, especially in this world. You know what I mean? With like because the character. I mean, if you watch the movies like Furiosa and all those, like the characters kind of. I mean, the world itself is a character, but like everything around it, all these characters kind of are very like they're of the world. They're like kind of like how Borderlands is, you know what I mean? Like that obviously they got
Hmm.
pretty big inspiration here, but like there's a lot of like oh man, what am I trying to say? Like there's just a lot of story to tell, especially on characters, and I
Hmm.
think they have a lot of character, like a lot of charisma in their
Hmm.
own way in the wasteland, which is really awesome. So like, I would love for them to do that next gen, especially with the Batman fighting style, dude. Oh, dude, it'd be
No,
so
yeah.
cool.
No, yeah, this is definitely a game you should play if you not have it for people who are playing. But for the next game, we're talking about the fifth on our list here, GoldenEye 007 1997 by Rare. Now, a lot of you may remember this game. A lot of you might not even know this existed. N64. This game was a revolutionary FPS on this on console. A local multiplayer. It was not just the Bond game. It was the Bond game, my friends. And like playing this game with your buddies, and I think we talked about it last week, where we're like, when you're versing someone, we were looking down on the floor so they didn't see us for the cheat codes episode, because it had split screen and all that stuff. But dude, it was awesome. It's like ding, ding, ding. The song was like went super hard. Uh, this game brings back a lot of great memories. I remember playing a lot. I don't think I ever was there even a story. There was a story part
Yeah,
mode to
it
it,
was
right?
based on the
Yeah.
game. It was based on the
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
I
Okay. I
think,
remember playing it,
yeah.
but I think I spent way much more time in the multiplayer.
Oh, that's so funny. I did both. I like we in our household when we had this game, it was like all we played for the longest, and it was fun because like this is we talk about the big head mode and all that stuff. Like our
Yeah.
brothers and like our friends, we would like do things to make this game like more difficult, or like just we're trying to remember everything we do in like one go. Like it was
Mhm.
just there was like a lot of replayability, and that's a big thing of, that we always talk about in our video games, right? It's like you can buy a game that's 100 plus hours of gameplay, but is it like worth those 100 plus hours? Like, or is it better to just have a great game that has a lot of replayability? It's just, and this is one of them, dude. And I think they remade this game again with Daniel Craig. I don't know if you remember that, where they kind of like remade it.
I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can. I think it was called Reloaded. I'll look it up right now, and then I'll put it up for you. But I think it's the same game, but um, yeah, they changed it with like Daniel Craig and stuff. Check it out. I think it's. I'll be wrong. Yeah,
Okay,
it looks
interesting.
way
Yeah,
different.
that
Have
is
you ever
that's
seen
pretty
this? Have
well.
you ever played this one? Called GoldenEye 007 Reloaded.
I
I
don't
think it was
know.
okay.
Maybe I don't think I have. No. Mm-mm. Damn, that sucks. That looks fun, dude. Fantastic games. These are just some of the top five ones, but we have a couple honorable mentions that we want to mention. Obviously, hence the name. A couple games I want to kind of throw in there. I mean, obviously, I just want to mention real quick Star Wars, the episode 1 through 3. We've talked about it in our Star Wars episode. If you want to hear more in depth on those games, go ahead and check out that Star Wars episode we did. Got a lot more detailed there. Now, this game was another game that really took me by surprise, Ernie, and this is an honorable mention. The King Kong video game, 2005. It was an immersive FPS third person mix. You played as Kong, you played as the human. This game was
But did
wild.
you play as Jack Black?
You play as Jack Black. No, you play as what's his name? Adrian Brody's character, I believe.
Adrian
Uh,
Brody. Yeah.
but dude, this game was so much fun. It was crazy. It was creepy. And you know, it's funny. I have a funny story. Like when my mom would get us our Christmas presents, before she wrapped them, she left them in the garage. And I remember snooping in, and I said, "Mom, can I open just one of my gifts?" And she's like a couple days early. She's all, "Fine. Which one do you want?" I'm all, King Kong game. And I played it, dude. Yeah,
Charity.
dude. I loved it, dude. It's crazy. It's got a really high percentage. I mean, 80% on Metacritic. Uh, and it's funny. It's like you would not expect it, right? It's like, oh, dude, this game was a blast. I totally recommend if you had a chance to play this game. Like it was surprisingly really well. Look how bad it looks too. It looks funny.
I mean, for the time, it was really awesome. Like I remember that
No, of course,
they
yeah.
had the demo playable because this was like a console sort of like for the newer consoles exclusive game, right? If I'm not mistaken, I remember it was like on Xbox, whatever it was. And
Mhm.
so it was playable at like Kmart or Walmart or something like that. I don't recall, but I played the demo there and I remember being like, wow, the graphics are so amazing. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. It's so crazy. And then eventually, dude, I'll be honest with you guys. I added this game, this honorable mention for you, right?
Thank you, thank you.
I have only played the demo. I've never played the full game, and this is one of the games that got away from me. And I've always felt like I should have gone back and play it. Maybe with some emulation, because now a lot of these games are kind of hard to like either buy or find out there in the real world. But it looks freaking awesome. Like it's always looked really cool to me.
Dude, yeah. I mean, at the end, you play as Kong going through the city, and you have to fight the planes on the building. It's so fun.
Oh wow!
Um, there's another game I wanted to mention. I don't know if you remember playing this. Batman Begins, the video game. They never made
Oh
a
yeah,
Dark
I
Knight
do.
one, but they came out with the
Yeah.
Batman Begins game. I'm not talking. This is separate from the Arkham series because this was based on the movie Batman Begins. And I remember a friend telling me about this game, and I was like, let me try it out. I like the movie, and I played. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually a lot of fun. And I can't remember if Christian Bale and everybody reprised their roles, but dude, this game was awesome. I remember it being really fun, dude. I don't know if you played this.
I did. I did. Yeah. When I played this on the GameCube, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
I don't remember if I beat it or not. That was like years ago. But I remember actually playing the game. I remember the art cover for it too. It was like Batman, and it was like orange in the background, and it's just him with his cape being draped down,
Yeah,
sort of. Do you recall that?
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude,
This is the
yeah.
game.
Great game. Dude, another couple of last honorable mentions here. The Fantastic Four video game. I don't know if you ever played these games, Fantastic Four and the Rise of Silver Surfer. I think I remember playing Rise of the Silver Surfer more and really enjoying it. This is that, and it was actually a movie that I saw. Uh, this is the first movie, the Silver Surfer, that I saw by myself in theaters. I told my mom or someone, I'm like, hey, I really want to watch this movie. Can you just drop me off and pick me up later? And she did. And this is the first movie I saw by myself, funny enough. And I thought the game was a lot of fun. I just want to throw that in there. It's just a random little thing. Uh, did you ever play this?
No, dude, I did not, dude. This is when I stopped playing, kind of playing these games. What year is this? Do you know by chance, my friend?
This was 2007.
Oh man, I
And yeah,
wonder
you
what
can
Call of
look,
Duty
and I
was
think
out
from the looks of it, you were able
runs.
to switch through every character. I do not remember
Yeah,
any of the gameplay, any of the how it looked, but um, it's like your modern Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. There you go. You're
dude.
switching through.
Honestly,
No,
dude, I look at that, dude. Dude, that's so
it's
how
clobbering
sweet.
time.
Yeah,
Uh,
honestly. Now we got Pedro
Dude, that reminds me.
Pascal,
For some
dude.
reason, that clip just reminded me of Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction. That wasn't based on
Oh, dude, that
the movie,
was
but that is
yeah.
a fantastic game. We won't get into it because maybe we'll save it for another episode about like different video games like
We'll
superheroes that are
probably
really
do a
great.
Marvel episode where we talk about some like or superhero games episode. I apologize, and we'll
I
get
mean,
into that. But
the
that is a
next super.
great game.
I was going to mention another superhero, Ghost Rider. I don't know if you played these games. It was like a hack and
No, I
slash.
did not, man. You're playing
You
a
missed
lot of
out,
the
dude. These are some.
yeah. I missed out on a lot of like these like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I've saw the movies, but I didn't play these games.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I rented a lot of these. Like a lot of these were rentals. Like I didn't
Mhm.
buy. Um, the Ghost Rider was like a hack and slash, and I thought it was a lot of fun, bro. I remember playing this. I don't know if I played the second one. I think I just played the first one more so because like there
It
you go.
kind of plays like God of
You're kind of
War. It
like
looks like.
Kratos. It's like God of War a little style, right? Like
Yeah,
you're just ah uh
yeah.
um yeah, exactly like it. You can
Oh
kind
wow,
of
that
tell.
looks really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, look at the
Now,
body slam.
now, Ernie, the
Tell me.
final game I want to talk about, probably the best one in history here. the, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory video game. Now, I don't know if we've talked about on this channel here, on the tube as they call. Um, Ernie and I love the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder. The Johnny Depp version I still enjoyed. Obviously, it wasn't as great, but it came out with a video game. And for some reason, I really wanted to get my hands on this game. I went to Toys R Us, had my money spent.
Look at the
Look
little
at Charlie.
character.
He looks like James and the Giant Peach right there. Uh,
Okay.
I think the first level is him sliding down the city trying to catch the dollar.
Yeah.
But and I remember getting this game, and my good friend at the time, I went to his house to play it, and he was like, we were just laughing, playing like game is so dumb. Like, why did you get this? And I'm like, oh, it's freaking cool, it's fun. Dude, I had a great time playing it. It was
Mhm.
silly, but I mean, again, I like Charlie the
Oh
Chocolate
yeah.
Factory. Yes. Oh, dude, I don't remember too much about it
Oh
either.
my
Sadly, I
god.
I want to like I don't even know if you played
I don't think I
like
don't even think
dance
this
to
is
the
Johnny.
music or
I'll tell
something.
you right now. I don't even think that's Johnny Depp's voice being used. I
I don't
just
think so either.
heard
I doubt they reprise the roles. It looks like him. Ah, yes.
it does.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
he
man.
wasn't used. But most of the main cast was in there. There's Mr. Bucket. I'll shuffle the plates. Great games, dude. Great games. Now, most movie license games usually suck. Probably like this one. There's Augustus.
Yeah.
Rush tie-ins, sometimes lazy craft grabs, but not always. Which are some of these games that we mentioned.
Let's get
Um,
into some of the gameplay here. Look at that.
he's probably saying some weird stuff like, "Come here, Charlie."
Can
Um,
you see what I'm showing you? You
I
can
can
see this,
see,
right?
and it looks
So
so
this is the
funny.
game though, right? This is
Yeah,
the game that you
I think
played.
you're making the ingredient for Violet for her gum. But look at you see the Oompa Loompas, they're like on the floor. I think that's them, right? No.
Yeah, yeah. These ones are here on the left.
Yeah, yeah, they're super tiny. They're
Yeah,
running
yeah.
around. But look at how he walks. He walks all sweet. He's all, Charlie Bucket. Crazy dude. What a funny blast from the
That
past
is
here.
hilarious, dude.
But dude, was there any other games, licensed games that you had to wanted to mention, or was that all of them?
Well, yeah, did you talked about Star Wars a little bit,
Mhm.
the Skywalker saga and all that. There was this one game I used to play, and I'm gonna pull it up, and I want to see if you hold on. I want to pull it up to see if you played this one. Hold on one sec. I always get the name confused. I know we've talked about this before. Fire. This is gonna be a good one. Well, I think it was pretty cool. Let's see if you remember this. You ready?
Oh,
Did you ever play this
dude.
one? Pirates
Yeah,
of the
well, you should put this on the
Caribbean.
list, brother.
I know. Well, because it was the top. It was like we had said top 8, right? And I was like, I don't want it to get too crazy long of an
I
episode,
know what you're
but it's
talking
like I gotta talk about Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, right? And the way he runs it over.
Dude,
But it was a
yes,
good
these games were
game though, right?
fantastic. I
It kind of sort of played like Indiana Jones. Not the Circle of the Moon or whatever the other like the new one was. It the old one we used to play called um
not Staff, something of Atlantis, right? Fate of Atlantis, something like
I
that.
forgot, dude. I don't recall. But like, yeah, it was like it was no, not the Fate of Atlantis. One of the newer ones, but
I can't remember. There was like Staff of Kings. I don't think that's the one we played though. Um,
nah.
anyway, yeah, dude, that's so funny. I totally forgot about this game. I used to love this game as well.
Yeah, I feel like this was my honorable mention for the episode, just because I was
Emperor's Tomb.
Emperor's Tomb. They
Yes,
but I
yes.
just remember like I really enjoyed Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think because I love the ride at Disneyland,
Hmm.
I fell in love sort of with the movies at this age, and I enjoyed them. I watched them all, and so when the game had come out, I remember playing this and enjoying it. I think I ended up playing it again, like not recently, but fairly recent in my life, where I was like wow, I'm gonna give this a little go, and it was like a really solid. It was like a solid little run, nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
it brings back that nostalgia because the one thing about all these licensed games, obviously we don't get them anymore. The one thing that we will mention is that it's of its time, right? So a lot of the gameplay mechanics, the way the controllers are kind of set up with everything, is not how most games are now. Because a lot of this is sort of counterproductive, right? If you go back, you're gonna be like, oh my god, what a terrible camera! Oh my gosh,
Of course.
the locking in on enemies, like don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great games that actually hold up, but like some of these are very hit or miss here. And it's like
Yeah.
more, what's it called when it's the nostalgia of it, but you think it was great.
I know what you're
Revisionist
talking about,
history.
but I just can't think of it right
Revisionist
now.
history is what it is. Because like
Something goggles, right? It's like you're wearing.
no. But what I'm trying to say is revisionist history. Like we will be here sitting down on our YouTube channel telling you this game was amazing. It was great. Like it played wonderfully, but it was revisionist history. We go back, and like I said, it's like the gameplay was kind of off a little bit, or things like here and
Yeah.
there. Like it, and don't get me wrong. Again, it's great for the time. So
Yeah.
like it's hard to always recommend because like if you were to go back, you're gonna be like, well, like I hate this, but there's always
Yeah.
some cool mechanics. Like if you see like in the you got if you're listening or watching, but when you're fighting with Jack Sparrow, there's like this like pairing sort of system. Watch it, you'll see like Lizzie. Oh, he's like hitting
And
before he like does the
also to
final blow.
mention,
Pretty cool.
I think in the first game, The Curse of the Black Pearl, there's actually a moment where when you go into the moonlight, you're skeleton. When you get out, you're not. And dude, I thought that was so cool. I don't know if you remember this.
I don't recall that.
I
That's
mean, maybe I'm
crazy.
making it up in my head, but dude, I remember. I remember this. Uh,
Maybe I don't know. Revisionist history. No, I was just kidding.
great
Uh,
pool. You did mention, Ernie, we don't get these games and we don't get these type of games anymore. But I have a question for you and to the
please.
audience as well. If there was a movie of the past, I don't know, few years, you can do up to 2 to 5 years. What movie would you like to be made into a game? Just one. And let me just tell you this: the Honora and Amelia Perez is not a choice you can do.
Dang
Uh,
it! No.
um,
Dude. Honestly, the game that I wanted to be made has already been made,
what
and
is
I
that?
would love for them to bring it back to modern consoles. And I will show it to you right now.
Oh,
And
okay.
you're
Show
gonna
me, show me.
this is an honorable mention, but like I had a feeling you were gonna ask me what game would I want in
He
order
knows
to
me. He
like,
knows me.
yeah, dude, but like, dude, this game, brother, this game,
Oh my
Van
god! Why did we bring
Helsing,
up this game, Van Helsing?
dude. I don't know if you recall this. So when you bought the movie Van Helsing and
Yeah.
you connected it to your Xbox, the original Xbox, it
Huh.
would give you a demo of this game. Do you recall this?
I remember getting a demo. Yes, yes.
Oh my god! And I want to
Dude, I
see. I want to hear.
totally forgot about this one, dude. I mean, this is a great pool as
It's not
well.
even. I don't even think it's. I don't think it's even Hugh Jackman talking, but it sounds very similar to him.
Probably
But
not.
dude, I love this movie, and I would love for them to either bring this back to like modern consoles or like remake it where it looks even better than it did. Because look at the
So
gun, dude.
funny.
It played like Devil May Cry.
No,
Do
it
you remember
played
this?
great, dude.
Dude, what a fantastic game. And then you would get those buzzsaw like things that would go zzz, 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 remember?
Yeah, dude. Okay, that's great, but it's kind of a cheat. I said in the past couple of years, or
Oh man, in the
I know
past
this is
couple of
fun. This is
years.
great. I mean, I love it. Again, let's say a game that hasn't been done. I know maybe Nosferatu, maybe Joker fully adieu. uh,
Let's see. A
I
game that has
I had already said
yeah, I have
I'd love
one. I have one.
I'd like to see a Sinners game.
Ooh, that'd be
Um,
cool.
that'd be kind of cool. Um, there was something else I think I had in mind. Maybe
I have
Alien
one.
Romulus. I think they kind of, but I
Ooh.
think they kind of copied the Alien Isolation, right? They kind of borrowed some ideas from that game, not copied, but you know what I mean.
What about have you
Maybe
did you
17.
watch this? I don't know if you watched this movie. Did you watch Gran Turismo? What if they made a
No,
game? What if they made the movie, right? You saw the movie?
I
You didn't
did
watch
not.
it? What if they made a game based off the movie? I'm just joking,
I was
obviously.
gonna say, yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
It's already
I was
I
like,
know. You're like, hey,
they
no,
got me there.
it just you got me here, dude. I like
Yeah.
man, it's tough because a lot of the movies we kind of watch are like I don't know, like for the most part we've gotten something that's similar or as good. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let's.
Like I would say like genuinely, I'd be like, I would love to play a Guardians of the Galaxy game, and we have that. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, what if we
so it's
like?
kind of tough.
What if we just went old school, right? And just said, okay, they've done
Mm,
Spider-Man, they've done Fantastic Four. What if they just gave us a Madden Web game?
let's go,
Dude,
dude. No, 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 no. I got it.
come
What
on,
about we? What do we
please.
got? Craven the Hunter,
That's so
Morbius, Morbius.
craven, dude. I
The
it,
Morbius game would be pretty awesome,
I
honestly.
I guess the better question is like, what's a bad movie that would probably get these kind of tie-ins, right?
A bad movie?
I mean, it's kind of like Madam Web, like I
Morbius.
already said. But I mean, even though I enjoyed Madam Web because I thought it was hilarious and I
I
didn't
thought
take it
so too.
seriously, I think it'd be funny to see a game and just be done poorly, just ported right into into the new systems. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty out there, I'm sure. I mean, what's a game, something you've seen? I mean, I just saw the Megan movie. Imagine a Megan movie. I don't know.
I don't
Plenty of
know.
games there. Please in the comments if you can, like give us your ideas. Is there something you'd want to see? Good movie or
Yeah.
bad?
This is a
What
hard question, honestly. Thank you,
it is
though.
tough because there's so many options. You want to see Wicked? I'm kidding. That's how you do it. You want the Wicked rock band? I heard.
Hmm.
Dude, there's a lot out there. Obviously, there's plenty. But yeah, dude, I think that wraps it up. Unless you had anything else for the audience here,
I don't. I don't. But
please.
I'll send us home. As always, I would like to thank the audience for tuning in every week when we drop an episode. Lex and I appreciate it. Please subscribe, comment on our episode. You just heard Lex ask that question. What video game or what movie would you like to see as a video game? And please sound off in the comments. That'd be awesome. We would love to hear it. Maybe on the next episode we talk about that comment. I would love to hear from you guys. And also please follow us on Instagram at checkpoint_reach. There, I and Lex will be there to handle any inquiries you might have. Please, please subscribe to us on YouTube. It helps us out. Please share us, honestly. And do Lex, please subscribe to our Patreon. I'm just kidding. There is no
Oh my
Patreon.
gosh. What about
Maybe
Godzilla -1, the movie game? Anyway, sorry, I'm still thinking.
that's a good one.
Dude, yes, thank you, Ernie, for throwing us out. Yes, follow us on Instagram at checkpoint_reach. We will be there to talk to you. We post episodes every week. Look out for those. Thank you all so much for listening. Comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Share with your friends. We would love to see it. Thank you all again. Tune in next week. Checkpoint Reach. Goodbye.
Bye.